EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, buying time to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 36, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson stays on his feet, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Jackson flush to his right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Bravo!
Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game,
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little legs, too.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They run, Devontae Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check. Hey, high 7.
On second and a yard. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
36.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Rush in. 49, check 49.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Ravens.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 49 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 15 now.
This is boring, man. Just quit, my nigga. Look for the coaches. Quit, nigga.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Put it down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
I'm running with your quarterback.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Bozo.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
You
have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team.
Difficult and now See if they can make it less difficult.